Welcome everybody to the first official episode of the Pittsburgh Penguins GM mode. Finally, EA Sports has made a roster update. Where's my controller? I just lost it. Oh, it's back here. Anyway, EA Sports has finally made a roster update. Finally, and I will show you it right now. It is downloaded. So, of course, our Be a Pro series will still continue without the roster update. Because I'm not restarting that at all. And plus, that's not really a big deal because it's more focused on my pro. And since I'm on Edmonton, it's good that Connor McDavid's already in it, but Jack Eichel won't be there. That's all right. But we have the roster update for the GM mode. I already set up the GM mode. I tested it out, and it's looking good. It's looking like we're set here. So I still don't know the exact format for how these episodes will work. I don't think it's going to be 3 episodes for the regular season. I think it's probably only going to be 2 because the sim is pretty quick. And you guys could tell when I'm recording this because Pittsburgh plays Ottawa tonight. And they're off to the shittiest start in 10 years, going 0-3 to start it off. Really, really great. Really great start, guys. Really great. So a few tests there I was doing with different teams over the time of since this game's been out. But I was waiting for the roster update. You guys have been waiting. The most popular series has finally returned on the channel. And this is it. So this episode is just going to be, kind of looking at the new features of GM mode, as well as, just going over the team and you guys suggesting what we can do for this season, so we don't start 0-3 like the actual Pittsburgh Penguins have. So, of course, we're gonna have the preseason. We'll do that eventually, probably in the next episode. But right now, we're just gonna look at the team, look at everything, look at how the system works. You can see there's locker room chemistry at the bottom. There's player meetings. Injuries are off, so that will stay that way because injuries, as you guys know from previous GM modes, pop up a lot. So I'm not sure exactly how much the chemistry thing pops up or the locker room meetings. So if it pops up a lot, that's going to be really annoying. So 2 episodes for a regular season should be good enough. But team strategies, I'm not sure if this is as important because we're just simming. Maybe I'll change it, I don't know. I'll probably just change it to all the same thing, all overload or something, if that matters. But first things first, we gotta look at the team. We gotta look at everything else, the morale system. So look, we'll go to player morale first. So the locker room chemistry is 72%. You could see the chemistry is a leader. Apparently Lovejoy is a leader. I don't know, maybe that's because they gave him an assistant captain, and I don't want that right now, but there you go. We got leaders and neutral players. So here's the team, pretty much. Might as well just show that off. So we got 96 Crosby, 92 Malkin, 90 Letang, 89 Fleury, 89 Kessel, 86 Hornquist, 85 Dupuis, Perron, and Kunitz. Or not Dupuis, Mata, Perron, Kunitz. Bonino's an 84. We got Fair and Dupuis at 83. Skip over Scuderi because no one cares. Ian Cole's at 82. Ben Lovejoy's at 81. And the depth players at the 80 range, pretty much. A little bit below. I'm surprised Plotnikov's rating is so low, and he's a power forward. That's weird to me. I don't know. I thought he'd be at least an 80. So he's probably going to be on the 4th line this year. So the update, pretty much, for this, just brought in Sprong, and it brought in Plotnikov. It brought in Eichel as well. That was the biggest change for me. I think that's all it did for Pittsburgh, was bring in Plotnikov, because that's what I wanted. Because I know we'll probably send Sprong down. He's not good enough for Sim, so Plotnikov is the update I was waiting for, because he could still get better for a couple years. He could at least be like a depth forward. So I want to have the most authentic Pittsburgh team I could, so we had to wait pretty much a month for this update, but they finally did it because Eichel finally played a game. Even though he played a game like a week ago, they still didn't do it. What assholes, right? EA, taking forever, as always. So, of course, you guys are going to be leaving suggestions as to what we should do. For some of you who haven't seen the new GM mode layout, I'm just kind of going through this. Obviously, there are 24 contracts ending soon, so that's pretty big. Couple of UFAs right there. Dave Perron is pretty big. We have to manage the salary cap. Show you the contracts list. Looks a lot different. a lot different. I'm pretty sure, no, you can't. When can you negotiate, what the hell? When can you negotiate deals? I'm not sure if you can do it midway through the year, but I've never actually seen this morale page right here, so I currently have no concerns. Best locker room chemistry of any team. So, low locker room chemistry, high locker room chemistry. So Farnham, Bonino, and Letang. That's what Perron says. So is that what Mata says, or is it different? It must be different for everyone. Yeah, see, he says different players have different chemistry. Some have better than others based on opinion. Are all the contracts here? No. Where's Crosby? I kind of want to see his. Can I sort by list all contracts? Oh, right there. Still getting a little used to this, how this system works. So morale. Apparently he says Ben Lovejoy is the best chemistry in the room. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And we can meet with players at any time. I know it looks a little confusing at first, but that's why I'm doing this episode first, just so you guys can get familiar with where everything is. And I'm just pretty much updating you on how the GM mode's going to work, 2 episodes per season, and this obviously can be a video where you guys can make your suggestions on what you think should happen to the team. So we'll make sure everything's all right here. We'll go to the player stats of the season. I'm going to grab a drink first. Or, where do I view the lines? Where do I view the team? I forget that. I still have a little bit of adjusting to do to this. And manage roster. There we go. Duh. It's right there. It's a lot on the screen at once. It's very, very difficult sometimes to look through. You know what? Turn the assistant coach on for now. It's a good idea. So there's the team. Obviously, we're going to send some guys down based on your opinions. I don't think Sprong will play at all. But I think for year 1, I normally go with pretty well the same lineup and then tweak it from there. So we'll probably go with this lineup for the most part, unless there's someone in free agency you guys want. I still kind of have to figure out how to get to free agency, how to see the list. So Murray will definitely become a starting goalie for us in the future, I would hope. So here you guys go. Oh, is Pouliot down there? Pouliot must be down there. Yeah, he is. Okay. Probably keep him down there for a year. So, there will be no injuries, captains and assistant captains. Am I in the AHL right now? I am. Why am I in the AHL? I don't want the AHL. No. Oh, okay, I see how it works. Okay, so when you change the team right here like this, switch it back to NHL, you go back to... Okay. Perfect. Alright, so we're obviously going to get rid of that. We're going to give it to Letang. Oh, assign alternate. Wrong button. There we go. So, ooh, look at that. Has gained morale for becoming an alternate captain. Has lost morale for being stripped. Ho-ho! Now that is neat. It's working already. So this actually makes it so the captains and assistants are important. Because before it was just kind of there to be there, right? So now this is important. I never knew that the captain assistant captain thing actually affected them. So his current morale is down. Has lost morale for being stripped of his alternate captaincy. That's okay. We had to give it to Letang, our best defenseman. So that's kind of cool. So you guys are very vital in GM mode, even more so than last time. Because last GM modes, you could tell me, you know, what you want for lines and who we should get. But now, the captaincy matters. The way we treat players matters. Individuals. We're not just treating the team as a whole, as a group. We're not just, you know, saying, well, we could change this. We could change the whole team and everything will be fine. It'll be perfect. Now we actually are dealing with individual players and their opinions, and how are we, not just me, because you guys are GMs as well, how are we as a group, the viewers and myself, how are we going to make it so these players are satisfied and that they're gaining chemistry and we're not ruining this team from the inside, from the locker room chemistry. So that's kind of cool. You guys get to be a bigger part of GM mode than you ever have been before. And the episodes will go quicker because the sim is quicker. Only 2 episodes per regular season. It's going to be great. We're looking good here. This is going to be good. So the reason why I'm making this relatively quick video is just for you guys to make your opinions, make your judgments, whatever. I'll show you guys the free agents, the scouting and everything. You guys can decide that. I do believe Connor McDavid has already been drafted now. That would be correct. So there is Eichel now in the game, right? So we could work towards Glenn Cross. Bergenheim's relatively cheap if we free up some cap. You know, we can make the team better with some of these signings right here. So I'll just show you guys some of the best overall players. Alright, see what we can get. Go to goalies. See if we can get Emery as a backup, for example. Things like that. You guys can make the decisions. And how's it going to affect the team when we sign players? That is going to be the most interesting. So this is very exciting. I am very excited for this series. Who needs to go in the trading block? Who do you think we should put in the trading block, right? Right now, I'll take these off because I don't think those should be there. So, there you go. Like, who should be on the trading block? So, look, Daniel Sprung has gained morale from being taken off the trading block. Dominic Ewer has gained morale from being taken off trading block. Another example of how the players in this game will play depending on my decisions, but also your decisions. Like, in NHL 14 or NHL 15 GM modes, I could just trade someone and it wouldn't matter, right? You guys would say, trade him, and I go, yeah, it's a good idea, trade him, blah, blah, blah. Now, you guys could say trade him, and I might be like, yeah, it's a good idea, and then we do it, and it backfires completely. Or it's a major success, right? Because most times when we trade it in NHL 15 or NHL 14, 99% of the time, 95% of the time, it was a huge success for us, right? We thought it through and we did the trade. But in this game, you can think it through all you want, but until it actually is done, it's a done deal, and you see them play with other players, it might not work out as a good fit for that player, right? So, like, you could put anyone with anyone in the old GM modes, and it would be fine. Like, 95% of the time, it would be completely fine. Now, you could ruin an entire team with 1 or 2 single trades. So, this is where we, as the YouTuber, me, and you, the viewer, have to really connect here. So, this is going to be really cool. So, I guess now I'm just rambling on. I showed you guys the team. I showed you guys the free agency. I want to end it here. But maybe, can I show you guys Eichel? Am I allowed to go to different teams yet? Or is it the preseason? I can't do that. I think if I go trade players, I could do that. I just want to show you guys Eichel. He doesn't have a face. It's really weird. I don't know why they didn't put a face on him. But I'm not going to argue with them. Alright, so we can see their players on the block, their cap. It's really nice. Look at this. It's a fresh look. Wow, I was rambling on and I completely passed Eichel. So, Eichel's on the team. This is the main thing I was waiting for. Right here, Jack Eichel. I was waiting for him. So, he's got elite potential, medium. 18 years old, his defense is low. Offensive stats really good. Second overall pick. So, you guys can... Oh, that's Sam Reinhart. So, you guys right there can see his stats. Third line scoring forward, it says. I guess I'll show you Connor McDavid as well before we end it. Because this is going to be the big battle. I know there's a bunch of really good rookies this year. Rookies that have even outperformed McDavid and Eichel so far, since I've been watching NHL hockey. But obviously for GM mode, it's going to be the battle between these two, because they have pretty much similar overalls. McDavid is a franchise player instead of an elite player, and he actually has a face. I don't know why Eichel doesn't have a face. But there you guys go. There's the comparison between two players. You can point out the differences. You can easily see that. So, finally, GM mode is back. Thank God. I'm going to end this video here. You guys leave your suggestions. What do you think? Are you excited? I'm excited. What are we going to do? Like, now you guys have to decide. It's more important that we decide captains and alternate captains for the future. More important we decide line combinations. Everything like that becomes more important because it makes... they've made the GM mode more in-depth. So, it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I'm sure we're going to have our failures, and we're going to have our success stories. But until then, I will see you in Episode 2 when we actually start the season. Probably going to be a few days from now when I do that video because I want as many comments on this one as I possibly can. So, hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the NHL season, and I will see you guys next video. Bye-bye.